Does your life low-key kind of suck? Mine too! Welcome to lunch break where we eat. Let's get into this. Welcome to my very beige plate of food today where I have hush puppies, chicken tendies, and I made like garlic, butter, parm stuff. Let me climb into my spot. Oh shit! Ah! It almost fell. Okay, we're here. We're here and we're queer. Happy Pride Month. Okay, I did get a taste of that though, and it was pretty tasty. I have ranch on standby. Ooh, a fresh new bottle if I need it. So, why am I out of breath? Oh my god, I really need I need to start taking my heart medication more. This honestly really fits into the theme, so I'll just give you the deets really quick. I had like heart problems, but they said it wasn't a problem, even though my heart rate was like spiking to like 180, 190. And they were like, we don't care. Because they were like, it's completely normal, you just have a high heart rate. And I was like, why do I suddenly have a high heart rate? And they're like, it's fine. Oh my god, I can't get this open. Jesus Christ. And, oh my god. Okay. Oh, I hate these like peel and lift tops. They never work. Okay, there we go. Ranch ready. So, today we are talking about reality, we're talking about goals, we're talking about isolation, we're talking about my next painting, because that all like fits together. Let's try just like this little guy. Can you see it? Just this little guy right here. Just in there. Because these are kind of like plain. Like they're kind of, I got them from the Aldi's. The butter helps out a lot. I should have melted more butter. It was a little bit more like liquidy. And that's yummy though. And these are hush puppies. So good. I'm ecstatic right now from this. This is so good. We're off to a great start. Anyways, I've spent 2,100 days in isolation. Yeah. And I do count when I was working, but because I was really only working like 3, maybe 4 days a week. And then what was I doing the rest of the week? Rotting in my bed. And I would like literally be like begging, like, can we go to the lake this weekend? Could we go to a waterfall this weekend? Could we go to like anything this weekend? And it would never happen. Hitting my head against this wall was worth it. It did hurt though. That kind of hurted me though. It hurted me. My head hurts. Safety. Safety first. You know in the episode of Victorious where she has like the big, Cat Valentine has like the big squares on her hands? Give me one of those. So, reality, goals, dreams, whatever. If you're an artist, if you're a writer, if you're whatever, feel free to tell me about your next project in the comments. I would very much love to hear it. But my goals. Let's go over my goals. Then let's go over my sad reality. Because together we are miserable. Support group. Hashtag. So my goals. I need to open a credit card so that hopefully I can move out by like January of next year. That would be ideal. I would love that for me. 2, I want to expand my art business. I want to sell some paintings. I want to sell ACOs. And I want to start commissions by like next month. Which I am going to be out of town for like 2 weeks next month. So I'm a little bit worried about that. I'm trying to like figure out like, should I bring my stuff with me and work while I'm there? But then it's like, how do I film? Where would I film? Whole thing. And then I really want to travel. Like, I would love to go to like a Christmas market. I heard Budapest has a good Christmas market. I love Christmas time. It brings me a lot of joy. It brings me a lot of serotonin, which I desperately need. I'm so hungry. This is hot. It's piping. I may have had a little bit too much garlic in that bite. My glasses are greasy. So, I would love to travel by the end of this year. However, I need money. So I would also love to get monetized, like on social media. Problem is, I'm just not very lucky. At least not yet. It's not good to have like negative affirmations. Not yet. I haven't had much luck. Like, I perform pretty okay usually. YouTube can be like hit or miss, where I'll be like really great and I'll be really and that kind of sucks. But on TikTok, usually I perform pretty okay. My last video did not perform very good. But usually I perform pretty okay. I don't get a lot of followers. Like, I have 80,000 views on a reel on Instagram right now, and like 11,000 likes, and I got like 1 follower. And it's always been that way. Like, I've never had a lot of luck getting followers, you know? I remember, honestly, my dog right here, before he started running away from the camera, talk about isolation. So, like I said, 2,100 days, that's 6 years, almost. And in like 2022, so like 2 years in, I was getting kind of stir crazy. And I was like 15, I would be 15 in 2022. And so I opened up my dog's Instagram account. I'm still getting notifications from it to this day. I've turned off all notifications on Instagram to this account, and I'm still getting notifications. This is driving me crazy. But I'm still getting notifications to this day for his account that has more followers than me. No, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. You know, you could have made me some money, but ran away from the camera. So, I've just never had a lot of luck. When I was in like the 7th grade, I had an edit account because I was a big K-pop fan. I'm still a fan, but you know, more normal about it. I was normal then too, but other than like, what was that? I don't know. 2021, where I made a troll account. But my purpose was to troll people. I wanted attention. I was very desperate. And I made this edit account, and my friend had, like, we had matching profile pictures, all this stuff, super cute. And she always had more followers than me. And like, she would literally just like look up like a idol on Google and like post a picture of them. And that was like her whole account. But even to this day, I think I just have like a man repellent energy. Because I really, like, I've never been in a relationship. I've never even really been hit on since I was like 13. I remember. And for context, this is what I looked like. Whoa, I had no eyebrows. It was the 7th grade. And my mom worked in the middle school I went to. And in the front office, she had, like, the front office. And so whenever like kids like didn't get picked up on time, they would come inside, and there was like a hallway with like a bench where they could sit in the office, whatever. Just so that they weren't like outside for 2 hours, you know. And there was this boy. And reminder, I live in rural North Carolina, the foothills. Now, I don't remember his name. I'm remembering his face. Note, he was probably like, I might have been in the 6th grade, honestly. I'm thinking 7th grade though, but I was like 12. And I think he was in the grade above me. He was definitely like older than me, because I didn't like know him. And I remember, and picture a man whose name is like Hunter Sawyer. Listen, I went to elementary school with a guy named Rusty Porch. Okay, so imagine a guy whose name is like Hunter or Sawyer, and he has like blonde hair, and he's like in the 8th grade smoking cigarettes in front of a trailer already. Okay, now you're locked in. And I remember he kept like doing like the middle school boy thing and like putting his hands on the top of the doorway, like trying to be tall. And he kept like looking into my mom's office, and I was obviously like sitting there, and I don't know where my mom was in this moment, but I was just sitting there because where else am I gonna be? I gotta wait to go home or my mom to get off work. And he just kept looking at me. And then like a little bit later, he added me on Snapchat and was like, do you remember me? And I was like, no, you're not my type. And then I was cringy. We're not gonna discuss. Shh. But that was like literally like, I was like 13 when I was last hit on. Seriously. Now, have I gotten the odd comment, stare? Do I hear the door opening? Do I get the odd comment or stare from usually an older man? And either the Aldi or the Dollar General, yes. But that doesn't really count, does it? Have I been honked at once? Yeah. But that's just weird. A little bit more ranch, please. Oh. Okay, too much. Too much, that's okay. I'm a Southern gal. Never too much ranch. So, like, I have all these, like, daydreams and realities and blah, 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 blah. That's different than reality, isn't it? And so, like, my goals are all these things. And my reality is that I'm sitting here and I'm talking to my phone while I eat chicken tendies. Right? And it's like 10 p.m. at night, and I'm cleaning cat piss off the floors, you know, because my cat is a little misbehaved. She literally just does it for fun. She doesn't have like a health issue or anything. Oh, I need to give her an oat bath though. She has acne. Are you drooling? And I sit here and I talk about it because I know I'm not the only person experiencing something like this. How many billions of people here? How many million gajillion people? A lot. So I can't be the only one like experiencing something, and I don't want somebody to feel like alone, because like I know that I do. Like I feel alone all the time. So might as well talk about it. My next painting is really going to be a lot about it. I'm also learning to screenwrite. It's something I'm really interested in because I think it's like the best of both worlds for me, because I really enjoy writing, but I hate like the fluff you have to write into a novel to like make it a novel. Last bite. So I really hate like the fluff you have to make into a novel to make it into a novel. But with screenwriting, like you get to the point, and I'm really enjoying that aspect. I need to lock in and finish it because my goal is to finish the draft before I go to Raleigh, which is shortly. So I need to get a move on because I'm on page like 27 out of like, it's supposed to be like 90 pages, which I'm also a little bit worried about reaching that. So yeah, anyways. So I'm really excited about that. I'm doing that. And so I have all these goals. I also want to make a short film while I do my new painting. It's all about isolation. I'm going to do like a dot for every day I've been in isolation. Which I count every day because, yeah. And so I'm doing that. I'm going to make a short film while I'm painting it, I think. I want to paint these like old jeans that I have because I painted them in 8th grade and they look like shit, but I think they have potential and I think it'd be like a cute video. You know? You get it? And then I think that's most of it. I've already discussed most of what I've been saying anyways. And like I have all these like dreams, all these things I want to do. I also have depression, so everything like takes so much longer for me because I just lack motivation at all times because I'm like, well, I'm just gonna, you know, and I really have to get a credit card to like stat, but I hate spending money. I mean, hi buddy, you want to be close? Hi Podgy, be nice to Podgy. Oh, so sweet. She's giving him kisses. So sweet. So sweet. What an angel baby. Anyways. And so the reasonable line of thought would be you hate spending money. You haven't had a job since like 2025. When, you know, a hurricane wiped through your store. But honestly, when I was working, you're really close to my mouth right now. When I was working, I thought I was a lot better than I actually was. No, that was 2024. Okay. So Hurricane Helene hit Western North Carolina really bad. And it flooded the store with 8 to 9 feet of water. It might have been 7 to 8 feet of water. It was a lot of water though. And it destroyed the store. But prior to that, I'd already been kind of considering quitting. Why are you attacking the Squishmallow? I'd already been kind of considering quitting because I thought I was a lot better health-wise than I actually was. And I also think that fluorescent lights like trigger me. But like I had a day where I just like passed out continuously. Like could not stay upright for the life of me. And like I would walk out of that store with a limp every day because I thought that I was a lot better than I was. And then the next day I would have to like stay in bed until noon to recover. And so I thought I was a lot better than I was. And I think that I have recovered more since then. But the problem is because of isolation. Because my parents haven't let me get my driver's license. And now they finally have allowed me. And we're going to teach me how to drive and all this stuff. And it's too expensive. Like, it's too expensive. Because my original plan was that I would get a job in a neighboring town. And it's too expensive to do that. And plus car insurance. It's just too expensive for me to cover that right now, you know? And so, like, it makes me sad. Like, I'm like, oh, my eyes are burning. Oh, somebody like pepper sprayed me? What the hell happened? And so like the reasonable thought of action would be, okay, so then go get a part-time job to get money. Because like you're not making a lot of money. Like you make a little bit of money here and there from whatever. Like your books, you might get a couple bucks. You got a good payout from doing a mural downtown. You got a couple bucks from doing a user interview study thing. You got a couple bucks here and there, but you're not like a persistent payout. And like the whole point of the credit card is you're spending money and then repaying them back. And you need a credit card to get an apartment. And you need a good credit score to get an apartment, but you can't just like build a credit score overnight and blah, 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 blah. But the thing is, in my, once again, rural town, there's no jobs for me. Like, I can't stand for that long. I can't do it. You know, like, I'm worried about pushing myself every day. Because even when I was painting the mural, yes, I was standing for a couple of hours. And I was fine. But I was doing that, like, one day, once a week. You know? So I'm worried about it. But I think that I'm a lot better now. Like, I really haven't had a flare-up in a really long time. But I'm worried. And so even if there's no jobs really here other than fast food, food store, factory. Like, those are your 3 options. And so it's like, I don't know. It's worrying. Like, my retail store that I worked in was just so accepting of me. And, like, I could, like, sit down at the register, you know? And, like, it wasn't a problem. They were super sweet. We do have an Aldi's in town, but even, like, if I was to work at the Aldi's, you're not just a cash register person. Like, you are not just working checkout. You're working the whole store. So I'm, like, worried about it, you know? I've also never really gotten, like, a formal diagnosis. I do have, like, a neuropathy diagnosis and that stuff, but, like, you know. And I also don't want to sign up for disability, once again, because I don't have, like, a formal diagnosis of what's wrong with me. I have, like, a neuropathy diagnosis, but that's about it. And I don't know, like, I feel like I'm not disabled enough. You feel me? So it's like this like constant worry that I have. And that's the reality. My goal is that I want to move out. I want to get a credit card. I want to do my art business. I want to be successful on social media. I want to travel. Because I've been isolated for so long that I'm just like, I'm desperate, you know? But the reality is, life is harder than that. And I just feel like I know people will relate to that. So that's why I talk about it. Because I know I'm not the only person struggling. I know I'm not the only person struggling financially. I know I'm not the only person that feels stuck. I'm not the only person that feels isolated. So yeah. I feel like this is a good place to leave off. That's not the phrase, but I can't think of the actual phrase. So, I hope you all enjoyed. I love you very much, divas. Please like and comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this. I greatly appreciate it. And I also try to respond to all of my comments. So, if you want to talk, I'm here for you. And, yeah, I mean, if you want to talk, if you relate, tell me. If you had like a cool creative project, tell me about it. I would love to hear it. And yeah, make sure you eat something today. Make sure you drink something today. Drink water, stay hydrated, and eat something, even if it's plain beige food. Okay, love you, divas. Bye.